Hey everyone, Maury Curtis Dunbar here back at Painted Studios. Thanks for coming in and spending some time with me. Give me just a second. I'm going to set up my cameras and everything because you know I have to do this while I'm sitting here. So I know I can see that. Let's see if I can find myself. Yeah, I found myself today. I'm actually on the right page for a change, and I'm very happy about that. And now all my comments are on so we can see what's going on. Now, I'm going to try to keep this brief because my camera has limited charge today. And as you remember last week, we were having some serious signal issues. So I'm going to see what exactly is going on. And we're going to try to keep it brief and have a little fun. So today we're going to foil some sneakers. You know, foiling sneakers is not something you normally see from me, but I went to, first of all, we've gotten in so many fun new foils that I wanted to use that. And then I went to Nordstrom Rack. They had a couple of pairs of sneakers and a pair of these sneaker style boots. You can see the sole is very flexible. It's kind of lug sole, but it's canvas. So, it kind of hits both my sneaker and my boot love. And I'm not usually one who likes the little Keds kind of sneakers. They're not really my thing. So I thought what would work for me is if I worked on stuff that were my kind of sneakers and share that a little bit. I've put a single coat of the Artsyville foil adhesive already on here, but because these are canvas and we know that foil adhesive might absorb a lot, I know I probably want to put a second coat on. So I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me put 2 whole coats on, but we will put at least part of a second coat on one of these. So these were, you can see the tongue here is the matte canvas that these were before. And I chose very strategically where I wanted my foil adhesive so that I could use the black trim and stuff as an accent. So the first thing I'm going to do is stick my hands in here, and I'm going to use a little bit of our Artsyville foil adhesive. Now this is not the jars they come in. Y'all who've watched me for a while know this. I pour off a gallon into smaller jars so that I can work with it more easily. And it's an economical thing for me because I use so much of it. The quarts become more expensive if I do it that way. So if I just buy myself a gallon and pour it off into quart jars, I'm much, much happier. And I don't have my foil adhesive go hard on me. And I forgot to put press and seal all the way down to the surface on here. And I had a hard coating on my foil adhesive because I hadn't been foiling as much recently. So another thing to remember with your Artsyville foil adhesive is put plastic or press and seal all the way down to the wet surface. It helps keep it moist, keeps it from drying out. Keeps it in good condition. Now, if you watch what I'm doing, mine might seem a little runny. I didn't actually add water. I washed my brush, and there's a little water in my brush. So it's a little wetter on here than normal. Usually it's much stiffer. And I didn't mind the fact that my adhesive had gotten a little stiff. I thought it worked great for shoes. Having that little extra bit of stiffness meant less soaked into the canvas and more stayed on the surface, which is pretty much what I wanted to have happen. So I embraced the fact that this jar had gotten a little dry. All right, so I'm going to take this side. We'll flip it this way, and actually the second coat's going much faster because there's already coat on here. I'm not fighting into what's already absorbed onto the surface. And I can just apply this. It's going pretty quickly, quite frankly. Sometimes things go slow, sometimes things go fast for me, so I plan for the slow. and then I'm pleasantly surprised when it's fast. I did not put any foil adhesive up near the grommets. I wanted to keep this strip nice and clean because I think it's going to look great with the pattern. I'm actually going to use my new favorite foil, Magnolia, or I'm going to use Bailey's Flowers. I haven't decided which, because both of them will look great on black and on these boots. Let's get in there. And if I get a little tiny bit on the rubber, like I did right here, I'm going to wipe it off with my thumb, but I know it won't stay stuck on there, so it's really not a majorly problem. Now, if I was really being OCD about this, I would have taped areas off. I would have been much more careful. But I know what my own tolerance for perfection or the lack thereof is. All right, so I'm painting this part here. I'm not painting the whole tongue. There is a seam right here that caps the foot. And so I'm painting the foil adhesive. This is the hard part, is keeping this one spot from getting brushed with the foil adhesive while I paint it. So I'm just painting this one area down to the rubber. And I did the first coat about an hour ago. I'm not going to do both shoes on the live. We're going to go move on to foiling the sneakers because those had 2 full coats on them since I started them this morning. I wanted to make sure I gave them enough dry time so that I could put 2 coats on and have it be sticky because A, it's a little humid here, and B, fabric absorbs moisture, so I wanted to give it a chance to cure up enough so that the foil release would be good. Okay. And again, you always want to let your foil adhesive dry at least an hour. Once it's hit that hour cure, or if you're in a really humid place, you might want to even let it cure up longer. But past its good cure state, it never dries. It stays sticky forever. Forever. Oh, I have found things that I have put this on and forgot about. And yeah, aside from the dust and crap that was stuck to it, the adhesive was still sticky. I could still release foil over it. I just had to fight the mess that I made. Now, where'd my other little brush go? I do have a little detail brush that I use, a smaller brush, to get into some of these little tiny spots that other brush is just too big to get into. Let's get this here. So if you were on my personal page at all, you know that we are playing swap car games today because my husband needed his car to go in. He thinks his catalytic converter went out. But just as I was going out for errands yesterday, I found out I had a screw in my tire. So yesterday, my car went over to the shop, picked up the loaner. I drove the loaner to work today because my car would be fixed far faster. It should be, I'm actually wouldn't be surprised if the phone call to tell me my car was ready interrupted the live. It wouldn't be anything new. And his car is in the shop getting his stuff done. So we've just been playing like swap car games. It's been just a little bit crazy. And then my social media guy, Miguel, was in today, and we were trying all kinds of new ways to do some fun videos for the website and for social media. So it's been just busy, busy, busy. All right, I'm going to stick both brushes in here for now so that they don't dry out because I have the other sneaker to do once I get off camera. Now I'm gonna rub my hands for a second. These sneakers, again, Nordstrom Rack, total deal on them. I think I paid 15 bucks for these at the most. They've had 2 coats of foil. My camera died. Let's see, are we coming back? Are we coming back? Yes, we're back. Yay. Again, we just dropped signal. The charge on my camera is very low right now too, so I'm always happy to see that we come back. So we're gonna use the new blue cheetah foil that just came in. I thought these would be so fun. Hey, Wendy and Betty, Cheryl, and Mary Ellen, and oh gosh, a whole bunch of you came in. Betty Armstrong, thank you all for popping in today, and Gail and Sue. If I've missed you, it's because I'm trying to do this and not have my camera die on me. So I did not foil the tongue at all. I only foiled the sides, and so let's set this on its side. I'm on parchment paper, which means my foil adhesive stuff will not stick to it. And we're gonna apply here. I'm gonna smooth this on. Okay, now I'm gonna turn it to me. Now the reason it's not sticking back here is I did my little test spot right back there. And I am using the scrubber. I thought this would be so cute on sneakers. And, you know, it's August now, but fall's coming right around the corner, and these will be my fun fall sneakers. Oh, look how great that is. I love that. Okay, the paper is buckling. Things are sticking to me. But look how cute that is. Yes, I know there's a little stuff right around here on the edge. It will not stick. I was asked once about foiling this area. This area, this is rubber. This is not meant to be have anything stay stuck to it. So if I come back in here with a little denatured alcohol and a Q-tip, I'll just wipe that off and it'll be perfect. But look how cute that is on there. I love this. Oh, Betty, thank you. Is it durable? Yes. First of all, foil adhesive is made up of plasticky polymers, so it will hold up. And these foils specifically are meant to be on fabric. So really all I'm gonna probably do on here once this has cured up a little bit is put a little bit of a water protectant on here. Like a silicone kind of spray on here, and that will keep this sealed up nicely. It's a little different than when it doesn't feel sticky. When I do this does not feel sticky like when we do it on hard surfaces, because it's textured and it's porous and it's gonna hold up really nicely. I've done a bunch of shoes already. I've done leather. Now I've always sealed the leather because the leather is smooth and the leather would feel sticky forever. But sneakers, that's a different deal. So now I need to get a little more foil right up in there. I kind of missed where the grommets were. I foiled everywhere except where the shoelaces go through. Oh, that's so cute. I'm just checking to make sure I didn't miss any spots. Because right in here where this ridge is, that's where I'm likely to miss. Of course, I'm also likely to pick up everything. I'm sticky because I've been doing this all day while doing other things, so the foil is sticking to me as much as it's sticking to anything else. So I want to make sure I did not miss any spots with the foil. A little clop of something right there that I will get out with a tweezer later. But look how cute these are. I'm not a fan of black sneakers as a general rule, but I'm loving this. This looks very fun, very useful, and quite frankly, it jazzes up sneakers in a way that makes them a little more dressy for other things. I mean, I'm not talking cocktail party dressy. I'm talking about, like, if you were going to the airport and you don't want to wear your ugliest, oldest sneakers, you're having a little bit more dress up thing. These are great for any kind of fun occasion. Really, I got the whole thing on the first try. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss a spot, because we all know I always miss something. So, like, there's one little, that was one little spot. And I'm going to get in between the grommets. Now, these came with black laces, but think of how fun they would also be if you put gold or silver laces or satin ribbons. I'm personally not a satin ribbon person for something like that. It's a little too JoJo Siwa Dance Moms era for me. But I think a navy blue or a royal blue satin ribbon on here could be very fun. So let's get our other one, and then we'll show them as the pair. I gotta keep this piece because I might need it to touch things up. Oh, thank you, Betty. I think they're so cute too. Wendy, thank you. It's just, I think it's a fun way of using foils and adhesives. Now, normally for foils and fabrics, we don't use our regular Artsyville foil adhesive because it's not designed to go in the washing machine. It's not set up like that. It's much more of a permanent surface adhesive. But we found that two things it works great on. The bills of baseball caps, because they're hard, and sneakers, because sneakers don't get treated the same way other fabric clothing does. Now, this is not the standard canvas like the other boots. If you look closely here, it's a little softer. So again, that's part of the reason I did a second coat, and it worked perfectly. I mean, I can't believe how well this came out. I am beyond pleased. All right, and of course my parchment paper is sliding everywhere, but I mean, look how cute that is. So this is the side without it, this is the side with it. I love the dark blue cheetah pattern on here. I think that's super fun. And of course, this is also great, you know, for kids sneakers. All these really patterny, exciting sneakers for kids are really expensive. You could find a great pair of sneakers and do something special with them and make it a project with a youngster. And you have great sneakers for them that nobody else has. Oh, I just love this. Of course, I'm hitting every sticky spot on my paper here. I am making messes. I actually got a little damp wad of foil adhesive from painting the other shoes onto my sneaker, so I'll put a little touch of foil over that later. But I want to make sure it cures up a little bit. I was afraid when I decided to do this that this pattern might overwhelm the sneakers, but as soon as I put this on here and did my little test spot, I'm like, no, this is awesome. This is really a great pattern for this. I think it will look fantastic for a long, long time on here. Now, the secret to this, though, is before I put any kind of fabric protectant sealant on here, I want to make sure that this has cured up a good long time. I don't want to screw it up by going in too fast. You know, I put this on today, I'll give it a couple of days. I got a little glitter on there because we've been throwing glitter around here. Oh no, heavens forbid, I have glitter on something. But look how cute these are. My laces are back here. The laces are black. And I don't do fancy lacings like you see some people do. I'm a basic lacer. I want to be able to get into my shoes and out of them without having to spend the entire day lacing them up. So I'm going to lace them up with the black laces so you get a full picture of what this looks like. Let's make sure I got the laces even. And I know there's a lot of fancy ways to lace sneakers. That's not going to be me. I'm going back the old-fashioned way that I learned in grade school. Why do I keep my laces simple when there's so many ways to do it? Because the other ones make it harder for me to get my feet in and out of them. Sometimes I see them with some really cute lacings and all I can think of, nope, don't have that much time. But look how cute that looks, just simple and plain. You could do it with a black satin ribbon, you could do it with a grosgrain ribbon, you could do it with blue ribbons, you could do it with silver laces, you could do blue laces, you could do all kinds of little extra bits on here if you wanted to. Of course, I don't. I like, you know, I have a lot of, I mean, I'm wearing glitter sneakers today. They're Keds that were glitter sneakers. But I don't want my laces fancy for the most part. I want to keep, if I'm going to go with a pattern, I try to keep the rest of it simple, and that's really just my choice. That's what makes me happy. But yeah, you could go all out. You could do the tongue here. Once you've gotten this part done, and I do recommend doing one part and then doing this other part if you're going to do the toe and the tongue, just so that you don't get everything all stuck together while you're trying to foil it, because that will happen. You could do a different pattern in here. You could do a solid. You could do a smaller. We have a small leopard print in blue that could be fun, just a different scale on the blues. There's so many ways you could go at this. It would be so much fun. Really, just I'm embracing this. I've seen a lot of other foiled sneakers, and then when I came across these at Nordstrom's Rack, and I truthfully, I like skater style sneakers. I like, which is what these flat soles are. It's for skateboards. I don't skateboard, never have, never will. Don't even think about asking me if to get on a skateboard. But I like the flat sole because for me with a funky back, there's a lot of stability in that flat sole. I don't tend to roll off of them, and I do roll off of shoes. I rolled off of my bare foot and broke my ankle, so flat soles are better for me. But I am loving these. There you go, folks. How cute is this? I'll see if I can do a little zoom in. turn them to the side so they fit the camera zoom a little better. I mean, so cute. So stinking cute. I love this. I'm so happy we did this today. All right, everybody, I am going to flip the camera up. I'm going to zoom back out because you don't just want to look up my nose. And we're going to say goodbye. This one was a fun, easy one. I will do videos of the boots. Tomorrow, I have no idea what we're going to do on a live, but it's probably going to be working with these stencils. You saw me working with them the last time. We have more of these one-time use stencils to do on my piece for my client. I had to cut more because I cut 4 and I needed 6. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. I hope you had fun with me with the sneakers today. I know I did. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.